My hope is that 4 years from now, tariff rates are lower than where they are today. My concern is that the Trump administration might have to, put its hand on the hot stove of high tariffs in order to learn firsthand the economic damage that tariffs that are as high as the president is discussing can do to American consumers and households and businesses. I'm Michael Strain. I'm an economist and senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. I don't think there's any doubt, at least in my mind, that a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada would have severe negative economic consequences. They would raise the prices that consumers have to pay for imported goods and for goods that are made here in America using imported components. A recent analysis suggests that they would cost a typical American household over $1,000, which is a lot of money. They would slow the overall rate of economic growth by, probably more than half of a percentage point. They would increase consumer prices, which would contribute to kind of higher prices overall at a time when the Fed is trying to lower the rate of increase in prices, trying to lower inflation. They would make American domestic manufacturers less competitive by raising the costs of producing goods here in the United States, because a lot of the goods that manufacturers purchase in order to make stuff here would become more expensive when they're imported from Canada and Mexico. I think the economic effects of these tariffs are pretty clear, that they would hurt workers, that they would hurt households, that they would hurt businesses, and that they would hurt the economy overall. These tariffs should be viewed as a tax increase on their consumption. Their groceries will be more expensive. Many products that are made in America that they would buy would be more expensive. Their automobiles would be more expensive. And this would reduce the purchasing power of their wages and incomes, and it would hit their pocketbooks. I think the risk of inflation reaccelerating is larger than the risk of the unemployment rate increasing. And so, the Fed still has some work to do to get inflation back on a path towards its target. Other than that, the U.S. economy is in really strong shape, and there are a number of aspects of President Trump's agenda that would strengthen the economy, including his deregulatory agenda, including his plans to increase domestic energy production, including his goals to make the United States solidify its position as a global leader in artificial intelligence technologies. So these are all things to be excited about. If President Trump launches a trade war with Canada and Mexico, if he launches a trade war with the European Union, then that will work against his goals. That will weaken the American economy, that will increase the cost of living facing Americans, and that will make American businesses less competitive.